been there all year, and so last night pretty good game, 3 quarters here tonight, and it just kind of goes away. Have you been able to put your finger on that lack of consistency throughout the season?
I can't. I can't. I don't know what it is. We come tonight with the energy, the effort, for 3 quarters. Those guys never quit. You got to take your hat off to those guys. I don't want to take nothing away from them because they played their ass off, and coming down that 4th quarter, they executed their offense. They got confidence, they got momentum, they gained momentum in that 4th. Kristaps got it going, was taking advantage of kind of what we was doing, and they won the game, man. You got to give them guys credit.
And just for somebody that scored as many points as you have, getting up into the top 10, we've talked about it before this year with you, but what did you make of LeBron, of him getting past Malone at this point, and I guess your reflections on that? I'm still in awe to be alongside him while he's still doing what he's doing at a high level, especially coming from somebody who's not, quote unquote known for, as they say, scoring. Somebody who has a chance to, be the #1 all-time leading scorer in the history of the NBA. Somebody who been doing it for 19 seasons at an all-time high, and somebody who just embraced the moment. And that's what he's been doing his whole career. He's doing it now, and for him to be, to pass Carmelo on that list. I remember when I was young, I used to look at the list and be like, there ain't nobody catching Carmelo or nobody catching Kareem. But when you in it in quick time, you see it, and you just take your hat off to LeBron for what he's able to do and what he's been doing.
Melo, you kind of just touched on this, but when you think back to when you and LeBron first connected, in 2002, did you guys talk about dreams? You're here. You are 9 on the all-time scoring list. Closing on 8th. He's got his sights set on #1 now. Are these the kinds of things that you guys could even dream about then? Because, like you said, it felt so.
Yeah, it was so far-fetched. Going from NBA dreams. Maybe his dreams was a little different in making it into the NBA than mine. But having those dreams and accomplishing those goals of being drafted and coming to the NBA, to carrying franchises, now, him passing Carmelo on an all-time scoring list, myself having the opportunity to move up a notch on the scoring list, and from 9 to 8 or something like that. These are moments that we got to cherish. We shouldn't take these moments for granted. And I won't allow him to take these moments for granted, because we don't get moments like this often. So we got to take advantage of that, and we got to celebrate in the way. We just got to celebrate the accomplishments, man. I think it's so much when you're dealing with sports, it's all about competing and wins and losses. But at the end of the day, when you have a milestone like that, you have to celebrate that.
I was going to ask Melo, so when he did pass it, how did you guys kind of react, and what was said to him? What did he say to you guys, or did you guys not celebrate until you got back in the locker room?
I'll be oblivious to things. I didn't know until somebody said it. I was at the scores table, and that's when he got a standing ovation. He came out, gave me a pound, gave me a hug, told me he loved me, told me to love him back, and keep on going. So I wish we could have finished it in a different fashion today, but it is what it is. We don't want to take away from what he did.
Mel, first, do you know who you're behind in the all-time scoring list?
He just told me.
Oh, it's Shaq. But you track these things.
He always tell me what's going on.
You track these things.
One of them, they always tell me what's happening.
What's it like for you to experience just the incremental creep up that list? And I guess you could catch Shaq this year or next year. What's it like being on that chase from a first person perspective? And
well, you don't really know it. You're not really cognizant of it. You're not really paying attention. I'm sure it's a night like tonight. Brown probably was very aware of tonight. I know I would have been, but where I'm at, it's not really something that you're thinking about. You're just playing, and as it happens, and you you celebrate that moment and you move on. But again, it's easy for us to not take to take these moments for granted, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to take these moments for granted because we don't know how much longer either of us going to be playing this game. So we in it right now. So we want to take advantage of that. We want to cherish that, and we want to enjoy these moments. I mean, we got kids. We want our kids to understand what's going on. Our kids is old enough to, to be here and to see it and to acknowledge that. And he did it in D.C., so it's a double whammy.
Last question, Dan.
Melo, to get back to the sort of the game and a big picture off of that, it's kind of weird to say. Obviously, this team wants to win, needs to win. I guess just for overall sort of confidence. But you guys are kind of, I don't want to say stuck, but you're in a situation, and the play-in tournament, you're gonna probably either be the 9 or the 10. Is just like playing the right way? Is that almost in some ways more important? And if that's the case, do you look at things like the first quarter tonight, Russ's efficiency these last few games, and do you feel pretty good about how these last two nights have gone for this team?
We have moments. We have moments. We had a 3/4 of a game tonight, where we was at it. We was active. We was playing with a different pace. We was playing with a different confidence. The carryover from last night's game carried over to tonight. And then sometimes we just have lapses out there, and we allow teams to get momentum. We allow teams to get back in the game. We don't put teams away, and I think that's our issue. But kind of to answer your question, going into the play-in tournament and things like that, yeah, we want to play the right way. We just want to get some momentum. We want to have some momentum, some confidence. So when that time comes, you don't want to be starting from scratch. With these play-in games, because everybody's trying to do the same thing. Everybody's trying to win.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.